guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm like officially a YouTube person now. I'm a YouTuber because, well, we already know I have the nice camera now. I taught myself Adobe Premiere Pro so I can edit videos now. Not great at it, but I can clip out all the parts where I go, so like, which is a lot. Guys, I bought a MacBook this weekend. Let me just show you how beautiful this thing is. Look at it. It's gorgeous. She's beauty. She is grace. She is Miss United States. So here's the thing. I haven't had a laptop since college, okay? That was a long time ago. I'm old. And all the laptops I ever had were like PCs. Not saying that PCs are bad, but my parents just bought me like the cheapest ones because like literally what did I need my computer for in college? Like Microsoft Word to check like the internet and stuff. That was pretty much it. I wasn't doing anything crazy, you know what I mean? And then every job I've had since college, I've always had a PC. So this is my first Mac. I'm like throwing it around. I'm kind of scared. I should probably put this down so I don't drop it. So yeah, my first Mac, my first big girl laptop. I obviously have like a work computer. I don't know. It feels kind of weird to try to, I mean, not that I do that much like, listen, I'm not doing like inappropriate things on my work computer, but I am like, I save things that I probably like don't need to save on the work computer, like for influencer stuff. And it just feels like I should keep them separate. So Jordan does have like a nice computer, like an actual computer, like box. You know what I mean? He like built it. It's very nice. But that's what I was using for the, you know, last two videos where I actually learned how to edit. And it's just like hard when he gets home in the evening and he wants to do his thing on his computer, you know, his architecture stuff, whatever. And then I also want to edit videos and I can't because I'm not gonna like take his computer away from him. And I sit at that desk all day when I'm working. So it's like, I don't want to work all day at that desk and then also sit there in the evening and edit videos. It's like, now I've got a laptop and I can sit on the couch. So it'll be nice. And Jordan told me I need to get a hobby. Just kidding. He didn't say it like bad, but he's like, you really should look for a hobby that isn't like physically demanding because all of my hobbies are physically demanding. So I've tried knitting. I've tried needlepoint. Like my mom loves knitting, all that. I can't do it. I get so bored. And so my hobby now is gonna be video editing because I actually think it's really fun. So stay tuned for a lot more videos. I'm actually really enjoying this whole process. That's the moral of the story. And now I've got a computer and a camera. Like it's happening for real. When you invest so much money into something, you have to do it. You know what I mean? That's what I say about triathlon. It's like you spend so much money on races, yeah, you gotta do it. So basically the purpose of this video, I got a little off track at the beginning, but I just wanted to update you on that exciting new little thing in my life. Basically, I wanted to make this video because I get asked a lot about the process of earning my pro card, how I earned it, where I earned it, how long I have it, all that. I get asked, that's probably the most asked question on Instagram or one of them. And I've definitely posted about it before on like my stories, but I thought that a YouTube video would be good for me to like house the information somewhere because, you know, stories disappear after 24 hours. So I thought it'd be good to have a YouTube video where I can refer people to with the information. And I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, this is probably pretty redundant. You've probably heard this a million times. So feel free to just like the video, close out of it. You don't need to finish it. But if you're interested, stick around. I started triathlon in 2016. I never thought I would become a pro. I remember going to like half Ironmans where there'd be a pro field and I'd be like, oh my God, like I would fangirl. I'm like, stop, like the pros are here, the celebrities are here. Obviously my ultimate goal would have been to be a pro triathlete, right? But I was like, that's literally never gonna happen. I wasn't even sure how you qualify or any of that. And now I know. So in 2022, I did the LA Triathlon, Olympic distance triathlon. They haven't had it since 2022, which is unfortunate because it was a great race. So if you know anyone at the LA Triathlon, I'm sure it was like a permitting issue, but if you know anyone, so this race had a pro field, right? I thought that was very cool. I was not in the pro field, obviously. I was still an age grouper. And I came in third overall for women, right? I thought that was cool too. I was like, wow, look at me. So then after the race, Brittany, my friend Brittany, who actually won the whole thing for age groupers, reached out to me on Instagram and she's like, hey girl, are you gonna take your pro card? And I was like, say what? And she's like, yeah, you qualified for your pro card at the LA Triathlon. And I was like, you're joking. And so I looked it up. So if you're wondering, in the United States, so it's different based on the country, I think. Like each country has their own like triathlon governing body, I guess, and ours is USA Triathlon. Okay, so if you Google USA Triathlon pro qualifying criteria, there's a document on their website and it lists out all the different ways you can earn your pro card. So, for example, they're lettered. So criteria A, finish within 8% of the winning elite time on the same course as the registered elites in 3 sanctioned events that offer a prize purse of $5,000 or greater. Or criteria B, finish top 10 overall and within 8% of the winner's time at the World Triathlon Age Group Olympic Distance World Championships. Blah, 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 blah. So there's A through G, so there's a bunch of different ways. The way I qualified was criteria F. Finish top 3 overall in the amateur field at an elite qualifying race. It says, all triathlons sanctioned by a World Triathlon recognized national federation or World Triathlon with 200 or more participating athletes and a corresponding elite race in a similar distance with a $20,000 or more elite prize money shall be elite qualifying races. That's a lot. Okay, so yes, so the LA Triathlon had an elite field with a greater than $20,000 prize purse, and I got 3rd overall, so I was top 3 overall, age group, which qualifies for the pro card. I barely eked in, all right? Basically, yeah, that's how I earned it. That was 2022, and then I like debated for a while if I should take it because I'm very mid, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know I'm better than average. And I feel, you guys are getting some like honesty here. I felt like this all through my life, even with like swimming. It was like, I'm definitely in like the top tier, like not top tier, but like above average. So I was an above average swimmer. I was good enough to swim at a D1 school, but I wasn't good enough to have like a scholarship. I still was recruited. I did a recruiting trip, all that, but like I was like one of the worst girls on the swim team, but I still did it, so that's cool. But that's how I feel in triathlon. It's like, oh, I qualified for my pro card, but I'm like the slowest or like almost the slowest pro. And I knew that it would be that way. And I was almost hesitant to take my pro card because I was like, people are gonna judge me. They're gonna be like, why did she take her pro card? And all this stuff. And it's just like, in my head also, it's kind of like, why wouldn't I take it? I earned it and it's really cool. And I don't know if I'll ever earn it again. So screw the haters. I'm gonna take my pro card. And like, again, this could be the only opportunity. You know what I mean? And I've got it now. And who knows if I'll ever qualify again after this. So once you've qualified for your pro card, you have it for the rest of that season. So I took it in 2022. So I had it for the rest of 2022. And then for 3 more years after that, or 3 more seasons or whatever. So it's 2025 now. So technically this is the last year that I'll have my pro card unless I requalify. So requalification is also confusing and also very hard, and I'll probably never requalify. So here's how you requalify for your pro card. Like I said, you have it for that first season and then 3 seasons after that, okay? But if you're like really good, then you can just keep racing pro forever. Example, Athlete X is approved for a first-time elite license in March of 2019. Therefore, they have an eligibility expiration date of December 31st, 2022. That athlete then has all of 2020, 2021, 2022 to submit one race result where he or she finished within 8% of the winner's time at an event offering $5,000 more. If the race result is from 2020, the eligibility is extended to December 31st, 2023, blah, blah, blah. So that sounds really confusing, I know. Basically, I automatically qualified for that half season and then the 3 next seasons. However, during that time frame, if I had finished within 8% of the winner's time at any of the like half Ironmans that I've done this, you know, in the last few years, then it would be extended like another year or whatever. So this is like the last year. Obviously I haven't done that. I have not finished within 8% of a winner's time at any of my races. And this is like my last year to do that. Otherwise I'm gonna go back to age group, which is fine with me. I love being a pro though. So it'll be sad, but there's no way. Listen, I believe in myself, but I know my abilities. And you know, I did start, it's like a bummer because I did start to improve a little bit. Like last year, I was not getting dead last in the pro field. I was getting like 2nd or 3rd to last. So like, but still not within 8% of the winner's time. Like I did Oceanside last year and Taylor Knibb was there and she beat like half the pro men. So there's no way, like there's no way. 8% of the winner's time? Please. So yeah, that's kind of like the process of qualifying and requalifying. So don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, but I think you have, like, you don't have to decide right away if you want to take your pro card. So I earned mine in May of 2022, and I think that I had a whole year. I think you get like 12 months to decide what you're gonna do. And I mean, I only took a few weeks and I was like, I'm gonna take it. The other thing is that you can actually go back to age group whenever you want. So if I took my pro card and had it for like a year and I was like, this isn't for me, I could just go back to age group. So that's chill. Some restrictions of taking your pro card is that, like, for Ironman, for example, there's only certain races that have a pro field. So that's kind of tough because there's like a limitation, like which races I can compete in. I think technically, I'm not sure, but you might be able to like race in them just as an age grouper, but you're not allowed to podium. You can just like race for fun, but like, I'm not gonna do that. Not that I'm gonna podium. It seems like a lot of extra work for no reward. So that's the same goes, I think, for like Olympics and sprints, is you can race even if there's no pro field. So I did like the Long Beach Legacy Olympic this summer. There wasn't a pro field and I like got on the podium, but then I just tell the race people at the end, like the race director, that I'm just want to be like taken out of the results because I'm a pro and it's not fair for me to like take the podium spot away from each grouper, even though I wasn't even first. But yeah, people ask about like the benefits of being a pro. For me, I think the biggest one is it's like a cheaper entry for Ironman races. So you can pay a certain fee, and I can't remember the exact number right now, but you pay like a certain amount for the whole year and then sign up for as many races as you want. It might be like $1,200. So you just pay like $2,500 or $1,200 and then you can just do as many like Ironman branded races as you want. I never do enough races for that to make sense. So I'll just pay individually. Maybe this year I might race enough to hit that $1,200, but if you don't do that and you just pay per race, half Ironmans are $250 and I think fulls are only $500. So that is like significantly cheaper, especially for like Oceanside half Ironman, which is like $500 for registration. So that like makes a pretty big difference. Another perk is the pro porta potties. If you don't know about this, at Ironman races in the pro transition area, we get our own porta potties. There's like only 2 usually. Maybe if it's a bigger race, they might throw in like a 3rd. So like you don't have to wait. I mean, there's still sometimes a line, but it's really nice because you don't have to like wait in the super long lines to go to the bathroom. So as far as money goes, there is the opportunity to win money at these races. I never will and I never have, but that's okay. I don't know, it like varies per race, but for like a half Ironman, it's usually, I think like top 8 can win money. So obviously first place is the most and then it's like a smaller amount each place. You go down. I've never took my pro card for the money. Obviously, I do work a full-time job. A lot of pro triathletes do work full-time jobs, but some of them might get like sponsorships that pay for their race registrations, pay for their race travel. Some might have sponsorships that are big enough that they don't have to work. And then I do have like brand partners / sponsorships. It's kind of tricky for me because I am like an influencer. And so the brands that I work with typically are not working with me because I am a pro triathlete. You know, no one's like, yeah, we're gonna give her all the money because she's so fast, right? It's just because of my like social media presence and engagement. And I've confirmed with a lot of these brands because they reach out and they're like, we wanna work with you. And I'm like, are you still gonna work with me once I don't have my pro card anymore at the end of 2025? And they're like, yes. So it's not really about being a pro. One of like the brand partnerships that is a little different because I'm a pro is my like partnership with Zoot. Because I am a pro on Team Zoot, I get to design a custom kit every year. And that has been so much fun. The designers there are so amazing. And so I hope that once I don't have my pro card anymore next year, like I'm hoping they're still willing to do a custom kit for me, but we'll see. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of like the main points I wanted to hit. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I probably did. But if there are any questions that you have about being a pro, drop them in the comments below. And I will try to answer them as best as I can without rambling. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm almost to 1,000 followers, guys. Come on, we'll get there. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. Let's get me to 1,000 followers and then maybe I'll do a little giveaway. And yeah, like the video and drop a comment below of other like triathlon topics that you want me to cover. Because I already have a lot of ideas in my head, but it always helps hearing from you guys and what you want to hear from me. So drop a comment below and I'll see you in the next video.